And welcome to CCN Midday News. I'm your host, Catherine Krishna. Here are some of your top stories for today, May 19th. Ahmaud Arbery was chased for over 4 minutes before being shot and killed, attorneys say. Ballots for Baltimore's primary voters mailed 1 week late due to arrive this week. And the State Department IG fired by Trump was investigating Saudi arms sales that bypassed Congress. A 22-year-old black man from Iowa allegedly beaten by 3 white men who said, "We're going to get you all out of here." Dozens of churchgoers defy Illinois' coronavirus stay-at-home order, Chicago mayor to issue citations. And Florida's worst COVID-19 zone is reopening. It could go horribly wrong. Let's get to the news. Action News Jax is learning new details in regard to the death of Ahmaud Arbery, the 25-year-old Glenn County man who was shot and killed in February while loved ones say he was jogging through a Stella Shores neighborhood. Ahmaud's family attorney, S. Lee Merritt, said that the video shows Arbery being chased for over 4 minutes by William Roddy Bryant, Gregory McMichaels, and his son Travis McMichaels, before his death. Bryant reportedly recorded the leaked video showing the moments before Arbery was shot and killed, which gained national attention. Merritt told Action Jax News that the video is actually more than 4 minutes long. Only about 32 seconds of the video was uploaded online. Both Gregory and Travis McMichaels were arrested and charged with felony murder and aggravated assault in Arbery's death earlier this month, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, but Bryant was not arrested. According to the initial police report, Gregory and Travis McMichaels told police that they pursued Arbery because they believed he was a suspect in recent break-ins. A statement from the family's attorney will be released sometime on Monday. Action News reporter had actually spoke to Bryant at his home after the arrest of Gregory and Travis. He told the reporter that he and his family are now receiving death threats. He also denied being part of the confrontation that led to Arbery's death. Ballots for June 2nd's primary was not mailed to Baltimore voters until last Thursday, 1 week later than scheduled, and even longer to be mailed to voters across the rest of the state, according to news released on Sunday from the state election officials. In a statement sent by an Annapolis public relations firm, the Maryland Board of Elections said that the ballots are not expected to reach the city voters no later than May 23rd. Concern grew among Baltimore voters throughout the week as ballots across the state began to arrive in mailboxes, while the city's more than 300,000 active registered Democratic and 30,000 Republicans received nothing. Baltimore was the last city in the state scheduled for ballots to be sent by mail vendors in Minneapolis, a process that began on April 27th. Many districts, like the 7th Congressional District, which just had a special election in April, were later on the schedule, with ballots to go out between May 6th and May 8th. The district includes parts of Baltimore City and County, including Howard County. The State Department internal watchdog, who was fired by President Trump, had nearly completed an investigation into the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's approval of billions of dollars in arms sales to Saudi Arabia, NBC News reported. Investigators in Congress believe that the probe contributed to Trump's decision to remove the State Department Inspector General Steve Letnick from the Post, two congressional officials told NBC. Trump ordered Letnick firing in a surprise move Friday night. The decision was recommended by Pompeo, according to the White House. The State Department's internal watchdog, who was fired by President Trump, had nearly completed the investigation into the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's approval of a multi-billion-dollar arms sales to Saudi Arabia. NBC News reported on Monday investigators in Congress believe that the probe contributed to Trump's decision on Pompeo's recommendation to remove the State Department Inspector General Steve Litnick from his post. Two congressional officials told NBC. Pompeo confirmed on Monday that he had asked Trump to fire Litnick because his work was undermining the department's mission, but did not elaborate on any specific details. The nation's top diplomat said on a telephone interview with the Washington Post that Litnick's dismissal was not retaliation by the administration. The NAACP of Des Moines, Iowa has sent out a release calling for all local black people to stay on high alert after a young man was brutally attacked on Saturday by three white men. The group issued a release on Sunday, one day after the 22-year-old DarQuan Jones was beaten while he was on his way to his girlfriend's house. While walking around at 3:25 a.m., Jones was allegedly hit in the face and choked by three white men who yelled racial slurs at him during the ordeal, according to the Des Moines Register. The young man's father, Daryl Jones Jr., shared the gruesome photos on his Facebook page of DarQuan at the hospital, showing large gashes and cuts around his eyes and in his hands. During a press release on Sunday, Daryl said that the men broke DarQuan's face in 5 places. Churchgoers in Chicago could face citations for attending in-person services on Sunday, according to the mayor's office. Dozens of churches across the country, including a handful in Illinois, participated in a peaceable gathering on Sunday, organized by Kentucky pastor Brian Gibson, which sought to defy the state's coronavirus stay-at-home orders. In Illinois, the governor order doesn't allow more than 10 people at a place of worship. Chicago's mayor said that the city was prepared to enforce the orders against houses of worship that hold in-person services, and throughout Chicago, police say that there were no arrests made or citations issued on Sunday that could change in the coming days. Mayor Lightfoot, who defended her haircut because she said public face of the city, warned arrests could be made early this month, saying that we will shut you down, we will cite you, and if we need to, we will arrest you and we will take you to jail. Despite the local grumbling of people failing to take advantage of tests in the county with a population of 2.7 million people, some 125,961 tests had been conducted in the Miami-Dade as of Sunday morning, according to data from the Florida Department of Health. The COVID-19 dashboard reported. That represents about 4.6% of Miami-Dade's population. Compared to tests amounting to 6% of New York City's population having been conducted there by Friday, results for the last 14 days show between 3.7% and a 15.3% of Miami-Dade tests coming back positive, but the raw case tallies were holding fairly steady in the area at around 200 per day. with the general consensus that 10% or fewer positive tests is an encouraging threshold for the COVID-19 control. The terrain might seem ripe for an end to the pandemic shutdown. GOP Governor Ron DeSantis and Miami-Dade Mayor sure think so. The mayor has so far held back on unlocking his county's beaches. Still, he's forging ahead with a plan to reopen a slate of shuttered non-essential businesses like restaurants, barbershops, beauty salons, and starting Monday. The plan got the governor's blessing on Thursday, even as local leaders in the cities like Miami vowed to move more slowly. Once again, thank you for watching CCN Midday News. Hope you enjoy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification button so you will never miss another news update. Have a great day. Peace.